Alright, it is 11:39 p.m. Tuesday evening, February 11th, and, well, long story short, Winter Storm Harlow is now up. So, Winter Storm Harlow was supposed to track to the south of New England, mostly impacting the mid-Atlantic states, and now it has moved just far enough to the north to where... Let me turn off all the lights so you can see. Let's turn it off over there. Let me go ahead and get these lights. I just transferred the footage over for Winter Storm Garnett. I'm going to be uploading that soon, and now I got another winter storm to record. Because, surprise, Winter Storm Harlow came and ambushed us. As you can see, it is snowing. Might be hard to tell from right here. I'm gonna go get a better angle from the other window, but you can definitely see the fresh coat of snow now on the ground where there wasn't snow earlier today. Not to mention, there's a whole bunch still left over from Garnett, because that was like 7.5 inches worth. So that's gonna take a while to melt. Now, we have Harlow adding icing to the cake, as I like to say. I'm just gonna look out this window. This will probably be a better view. Oh yeah, it is. Holy crap. Yeah, that definitely is showing up now. Wow. Talk about ambush. I did not expect this on the itinerary. New England is game on for all of the winter storms. I thought this one was going to be a miss for sure, and look at this. You can't make this up. Unbelievable. Well, we'll see what comes out of this. I don't think this is going to cause anything in the legion of cancellations for classes or anything tomorrow. At least I hope not, but regardless, it probably won't affect me because I've only got one evening online lab. So, my day should be pretty much the same tomorrow regardless of what happens. But this came quite literally out of nowhere. Let me go ahead and show what my phone is showing. I'm gonna have to turn the lamp back on. And since it is already beyond 9:30 p.m., I have to turn it back on through the app, otherwise it will turn on in cool light. So let me go ahead and get back in focus first of all, and just hit the power button down here, right there, and okay, let's try that again. There we go. And we'll put the lamp back on. The shade is a little bit crooked. I'll go ahead and fix that actually. There. But anyways, back to what I was doing beforehand. It is 28, snowing. It is a pretty heavy snow as well, like look at that. And the current radar imagery looks like this. This is the very northern extent of Winter Storm Harlow, and very surprised that it is actually branching up this far. As you can see, the majority of it is further down there, the mid-Atlantic states, New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, all those places. And we've got that northern tail up here on the very south coast of southern New England. I don't know if it's going to be getting up to my hometown, but it made it up here, at least. That, we'll have to wait and see. I can actually check right now. Doesn't seem like it's going to make it up there, but honestly, didn't expect that. 2 inches expected. And that is 2 inches on top of already 7.5 that we have outside, which has been there for a couple of days at this point, you know, from Winter Storm Garnet. That video should be out by the time you're seeing this one, I hope. This is a massive surprise to me. We are truly game on here for all of the winter storms. Like, Freya came along and I thought Freya was going to be pretty much a joke, and well, it was, but it still definitely affected us a little bit. Garnet I knew was going to be pretty high in snow totals, and Harlow here I thought for sure was going to miss southern New England entirely, but I was proven wrong, because it's now snowing outside, and I thought if anything we'd get maybe just like some flurries, but no, this is pretty steady. This is actually some pretty decent precipitation, and it is accumulating, which is even more surprising. I didn't think there would really be much accumulation on top of what we already have, and it is definitely accumulating and might add up to a measurable amount, and that is going to be the first time, at least for this winter storm season, but probably in a good few years, that we've had a winter storm add a measurable amount of snow on top of a measurable amount of snow that hasn't melted away from a previous winter storm. So we are finally getting compound snow from multiple storms, which means snow depth is increasing from already non-zero. Didn't expect that to be on the table, actually. So yeah, Winter Storm Harlow coming up and giving us a surprise. And I was just transferring stuff on my I was transferring the files on my computer here, but I can show weather.com. I have that open. And also that also shows the radar there, and this radar loop goes out further. It's a little bit lower resolution, but you can see, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. It does put things a little too far to the north, but it still does encompass most of southern Rhode Island and Connecticut and Long Island for New York as well. Really did not expect that. Then we have Winter Storm Ileana coming Thursday in a couple of days. And that's going to be a similar composure to Winter Storm Freya, so I'm not really expecting too much snow out of it. In fact, that would be, if any, because we're going to be on the southern side of that warm front pretty quickly after it hits. So a little bit of front-end snow, but not much. And that's going to be for Ileana, where it will be mainly rain. A little bit of wind. It's going to be pretty similar to Freya. The only difference is it's happening a lot earlier. The timing's going to be a lot earlier, and it might last longer with the rain. In fact, there's probably going to be more rain in comparison to snow this time as well. And then we have a massive system coming over President's Day weekend. That's going to be Winter Storm Jet. J-E-T-T. Starting with front-end snow. At least 1.5 inches as it looks right now, which is definitely notable. And then almost full 24 hours of rain from late Saturday into Sunday, all the way through Sunday, basically. And this system will be bringing some more substantial winds with it as well. So, yeah, even worse after it actually moves out. Temperatures will be plummeting, and we're going to have some severe wind chills. So things might be freezing, and that's not good. Not to mention this strong wind will be sustained, as you can see. It's not good. And then beyond that, it's not here anymore, but there's something I want to talk about. Yeah, you can say hi to YouTube now. Let me put this down, actually. Yeah. So, you can say hi to YouTube if you'd like.
What's happening?
It's good. Yeah, this storm caught us completely off guard. Even the weatherman. The weatherman couldn't predict it.
It really was supposed to be further to the south than it was.
Right, so hopefully classes are canceled, but otherwise...
We'd be blessed if classes were canceled.
Yeah.
Not me, because, well, yeah, I don't really have anything tomorrow, just the online class.
Right. Hopefully work's canceled tomorrow. They got work. That's like... And hopefully they canceled the after 5 p.m. classes.
After the 5 p.m. classes.
I honestly
what is
doubt
with that
that.
shit? Man, we need to cancel that.
Cancel everything.
I honestly doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to try to do my homework.
Well, good luck with that.
Maybe we'll get some water.
Yeah.
Water.
Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Yeah, those are my sweet mates. And yeah, we're talking about how... Why is this wet? What the heck? Okay. Talking about how the snow has caught us off guard. Why is the chair wet? Okay, that's odd. I don't know why the chair is wet, but whatever. Anyways, that thing I wanted to talk about. It's gonna be what comes after Winter Storm Jet. And that's gonna be Winter Storm Kingston, which was showing up here earlier today. I'm out of focus again. It was showing up here earlier today. It was showing some bouts of heavy snow and particularly strong winds. Of course, it doesn't show that anymore because models are only flirting with the idea right now, and it's not a concrete forecast. You know, it's still 9 days out, so there's no guarantees of anything yet. So they're going to be flipping around, but earlier today, it was showing 50+ mile-an-hour gusts here, and it was showing heavy snow for a few hours at least, and like 7.5 to 8 inches again, which, if a storm that strong does come by, I guarantee there's going to be more than that. But that was showing up earlier today. Now, of course, it's gone. But the European model for medium long-range forecasts, they were also showing that, and that's clearly where the app got the information from, is the European weather model. And yesterday it was showing a solution very much like that, where, you know, the low center was going down to like 970 millibars or something. And what it was doing, it was showing the low moving up, you know, like off the coast, first impacting like North Carolina and Virginia. Then it goes off the coast, moves up, so that it's scraping the southern area of New England, so southern New England gets in on heavy snow and strong winds, and then it kind of sits there for a bit, then moves off to the southeast. Historically, whenever that has happened in the past, things have gone very bad. Winter Storm Riley serves as a perfect example, and the nor'easter from 2021, October 27th, 2021, also a pretty good example of that, because in both instances, the storm has either stalled off the shores of southern New England or exited to the southeast once it was done affecting us, which of course not only delivers stronger winds, because being on the western side of the cyclone, if it's moving to the south, that enhances the wind speeds because the bands are going to be moving faster on one side compared to the other due to the fact that the entire system itself is moving. So not only we get stronger wind speeds, but we get a longer duration of the impacts coupled with that because it stalls. So whenever that happens, that is typically when we see the most severe impacts. And seeing that pop up on the models very much is a major concern to me. So we're gonna be watching that system pretty much everybody in the weather community will be doing that. I'm going to be watching it too, because if it does come together like that, or in some manner similar to that, that might actually be the first truly major winter storm we've had in a few years. And not only that will make for a good video, but that will also make for some major concerns, and I'm going to have to make sure I prepare to the max, because that's the type of storm that could definitely put us out of commission for like a few days, at least. And if it really does come together in that manner, well, yeah, I can tell you for certain that there's going to be a lot of power outages, and there's going to be a lot of damages happening across southern New England. Things are going to be getting kind of out of hand if a storm like that were to occur. There's no guarantee of that yet. Things are still jumping around, but it did show up within the 10-day forecast, so that's got me on edge. That's got me concerned that something like that definitely could happen, and that there's at least a decent chance it will. But there is no guarantee, and things could change around, and we could end up with a much weaker system instead. Or it could shift further to the south and miss us, like I thought Harlow would, but look where we are now. So if this is a sign of anything, it's that Jet might end up being a massive blizzard. We will see about that. But that's just, my concerns going in the future, for next week. Obviously, we've still got a few more storms to go through, but, this is what's happening and where we're at right now. And it's pretty concerning what we're looking at in the near future. So, we're going to be watching it closely, and I'll keep you updated through the rest of the storms that occur during the Feb25 chain. By the way, this is storm number 3 officially, Winter Storm Harlow. We started with Freya, then we had Arnett, and now we have Harlow. Next up is going to be Ileana in a couple of days, and then Winter Storm Jet over President's Day weekend. And Kingston, if it happens the way that it would, as it's showing up on the forecasts, will be storm number 6, and will possibly be the most major one. But that's really all the rambling I have for right now. I just wanted to, let you know what's going on with the forecasts. I have the battery icon flashing in my face right now, so I have to change out the battery, and the next update's going to be when the snow finishes falling in a couple of hours, because we're only going to get like 2-3 hours worth of snow, and it shouldn't be that much. So, that's my rant for what I think is going to be happening next week, and what definitely could happen. Not guaranteed, by the way, but something that we gotta watch, so gonna be keeping an eye on that. I'll see you later. Alright, actually a little bit of a change of plans, I feel like, before waiting to show you the final result from Harlow. So just show you how long this is gonna be going on for. Until 2 a.m. there. A few hours worth of snow. Not particularly heavy the whole time, because we are on the very northern fringe. Quite unexpected. So, yeah. By the way, yes, I do regularly use my EcoFlow River 2 Max here to charge my phone now. It's doing great at that. I will continue to do that. I think it's a great idea. Alright, well, I'm kind of thirsty. We need some more water. I already got water, but like this is all that's left in the cup. And that's it. So go ahead and refill the cup. Got a water filter here, it's a pure thing, so I'm hoping during a extended outage, so I don't have to go shopping for more water. They have a bunch of bottles in the fridge. I could just use this. That should be enough. Oops. It does a pretty good job at filtering too, so. Quite refreshing and definitely good to have. And probably will save you a lot of money on not having to buy water bottles, so definitely would recommend getting a faucet filter if you have a compatible faucet, because, well, not all faucets are compatible, unfortunately. Some people will have more sophisticated faucet models that they can't just clip that onto, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. In any case, I will update you when we get the finished result from Harlow in a few hours. As for what we're looking at in the near future, I'll just run that by you one more time. We have currently Harlow, which was supposed to be a Mid-Atlantic special, as people call it, now affecting southern New England as well. It's a huge snowball fight at Virginia Tech, apparently. We did have a snowball fight during Garnett over across the way there. One of the apartments on the other side of the building versus a bunch of people down there. And Ileana coming on Thursday, which will be a mainly rain event down here, but definitely could post some freezing rain potential further north, because northern New England we cannot count out, and there definitely will be some front end snow as well. So we've got some pretty major activity on the way, not that we haven't already been in major activity, because we are on storm number 3 at this point. And it's only expected to continue at least up to 5 storms, and potentially 6, with that 6th one potentially being very major in nature. And who knows, it could even continue beyond there, but, you know, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, Ileana coming on Thursday, which is going to be a stronger and longer lasting version of Freya, basically, that also has more rain to it compared to snow. Then we have Jet over President's Day weekend. That one's gonna be pretty bad. You know, there will be more of a helping of front-end snow on that one, around 1.5 inches so far. It might change around depending on the exact track and what kind of exact, you know, things are happening in the storm, because that isn't really that easy to predict. And not only that, but there will be more than 24 straight hours of precipitation. There will be some more decent winds with it as well, so yeah, definitely going to be a more impactful system. Not to mention Arctic Blast will be moving in directly afterwards, so that's great. Things are going to be freezing on the backside of it. It's going to be a pretty impactful system, and the winds aren't going to be severe. I'd say they're more like moderate winds, you know. It's going to be windy, but it's not going to be like really windy like we've had during previous things like Winter Storm Riley and the 2021 nor'easter. It's not going to be that kind of wind. We're talking like 30-40 mile an hour gusts, probably in the 40s. So yeah, there definitely will be some winds this time around, but you know, still not that bad. Still snowing outside. And then potentially Winter Storm Kingston, still up in the air, but there is the potential for a major blizzard with that one. We have to watch that system closely. But anyways, I'll update you later with the final result from Winter Storm Harlow. Alright, well here's your update at 1:47 a.m. There's the current radar loop. As you can see. Yep. Look at that. And there's even back-end bands developing too, and it's now going up into Plymouth County, Massachusetts as well. A little bit higher still. And these are now developing. Just reset, but yeah. It now says snow continuing through 5 a.m. instead of 3. So, really surprising stuff here. Let's go take a look outside, shall we? All of the lights are off except for the night lights. Snow's still falling. It's barely showing up because it's lighter now, but it is kind of showing up. Yeah. Let's go take a look out this window, and we can see that is what has accumulated so far. It does look like crews have come in to clear out the walkways a little bit, because I can see a noticeable difference from one part of the sidewalk and another. Almost looks like a bit of a step there. And the tally may be as high as an inch by now, just from this system. Really was not expecting this tonight. But Mother Nature decided to give us a surprise. Winter Storm Harlow is, I guess, what I could call a bonus storm. But for sequence's sake, I'm still going to be calling it the storm number 3 of the Feb25 chain. Because technically we are seeing kind of winter storm impacts here. We are getting at least 1 inch of snow. It's just quite unexpected how it has unfolded like this. There's indoor conditions right now, just if you're curious, but I'm not going to make this too long because really it's not a very eventful system. This is the very, very northern end, which I did not expect we would actually get hit by, but here we are. So I'll update you a little bit later. Alright, I think this might be where I'm going to wrap it up. We're kind of just getting like on and off showers. Snow showers, I mean. Probably through 5 a.m. like the weather channel said. This app says 3 a.m. is going to be the limit, and right now it's already very light. It's just going to be like probably on and off snow showers and not going to amount to really that much more. Currently exporting the winter storm internet video, and this computer is running the fan like its life depends on it. Because, yeah. This is a powerhouse of a computer, too. So, yeah, I gotta expect it to need some cooling. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the look outside. Alright. See if you can see anything. A little bit. Particularly light at this point, but there's a little bit of snow, and yep, it's on the roads. Great. However, since the snow is expected to stop quite soon, and it's not going to be heavy anymore, road crews should be able to do their thing without any issues. So, I'm thinking tomorrow we'll be able to operate normally with everything. Not gonna have any problems. Nothing's gonna get canceled or anything of that matter. But this is still an extra 1 to 1.5 inches of snow on the ground that we quite frankly did not need. And really was beyond my expectations. I actually thought this was going to be too far to the south, just by a hair. But of course, that's not what ended up happening. What ended up happening is it got far enough north that we still got a measurable amount of snow. That is just how this winter has been going so far. It just happens to line up in just the right way that New England still gets in on it. That has been the trend for almost every single winter storm this season so far. Straight from Cora all the way through now. The only 3 storms that I can think of, which are probably the only 3 period that haven't affected New England so far, are, whatever the first one is, I think Adria. I don't know if that's the right name for the A name. Winter Storm Blair, that was more of a, Kentucky and Tennessee system. Don't remember all the states that it affected, but it didn't actually come up here to New England. And then Winter Storm Cora, we got the northern end of it. There was a northern piece of energy that was associated with the entire system, and that is what hit New England and gave us pretty similar amount of snow to what Harlow is delivering right now. Of course, Demi, New England was the primary target for, so you saw that as well if you watched the Winter Storm Demi video. And then third one was Winter Storm Enzo. That's the third one that didn't affect New England at all. Because Winter Storm Enzo was a Gulf Coast blizzard for the first time, at least that I can remember at all. I don't think a Gulf Coast blizzard has ever happened before. If it has, it was probably centuries ago. To the point where nobody remembers it happening before. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Other than that, every single winter storm has impacted New England in some way or another. Northern fringe of Winter Storm Cora, direct impact from Winter Storm Demi, direct impact from Freya, direct impact from Garnet, and the northern edge of Harlow now. And then we're going to be getting a direct impact from Jet and Ileana later in the week and on the weekend, so I'm going to be looking forward to that. With dread, of course, because Jet's going to be a massive one. It's going to be a very long system, more than 24 straight hours of precipitation, starting as snow, then it will be rain, and then there's going to be a freeze afterwards. There's going to be some winds with the system. It's going to be a big one. And there is the potential for another even stronger system after that. But this is what we got now, Winter Storm Harlow. Winter Storm Harlow has delivered a little bit of extra snow on top of what we got from Garnet. And that is what we have got. I don't think I'm going to update you on anything else. I think this is pretty much all that we have got to it. You know, really not a major event. Just surprising that it's even snowing from Harlow here. Because I thought this storm would be completely to the south of us. Turns out that wasn't the case. So we got a little bit of extra snow, and that is that. I don't really expect anything else to come out of this. I think that this is all that we're going to get. The snow is getting lighter now, and it's going to be going into some sporadic, very light snow showers on and off throughout the night. Probably ending in a few hours, or not a few hours, but like 1 to 2 hours. I don't think it's going to go all the way up to 5 a.m. That just seems like a far stretch. But we still got a little bit of snow, and that is that. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I know this was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting this either. And I will see you in the next video where we're going to be looking at Winter Storm Ileana and how that's going to be affecting New England. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that one.